What is that?
Morning. What's your name on the Cricket Dream 5G?
Tracy Abfolter.
Thank you. No problem.
It's a joint breakout room.
Yes, you should join the breakout room so you can talk to your attorney.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Who's on the Galaxy A12?
Ashley Simpson.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ashley Simpson, file number 20L2594431. Ms. Simpson, today's the date that's set for a show cause hearing because you were here back on March 10th due to a seatbelt violation. You owed $162. You asked for a 30-day extension, which the magistrate gave you. This matter was then set for a show cause because you never paid the $162 in full. When are you gonna pay the balance?
I'm currently going through an eviction through the courts, but I can pay that balance this week, this Friday.
Okay, does you owe $117? Are you currently employed, ma'am?
I'm on disability.
Okay.
I get a check on the 1st and the 3rd.
You're gonna pay the full 117?
Yes, it went down.
Well, my records show that you owe 117. I'm assuming you must have paid something, but let me double check. Since you owe- Yep, it's 117.
I'm not gonna argue with that because my ticket said 488, but that sounds good to me.
This is for a
For the
seatbelt
seatbelt.
violation
Yes, ma'am.
from 2020.
Yep, I have the original ticket from the officer.
Okay, yeah, the officer doesn't assess the amount, the court does.
Okay.
It's definitely not $400. But you owe 117 at this time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll put that you'll make payment within the next 7 days. You're all set for now, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
That's what's up.
Much very.
She's very pretty.
Where it's a 2005.
On the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Tracy Sue Falter, file number 19 L2438361, file number 21-02038 and 02039. Council appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the City of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Tracy Falter, who is appearing by Zoom.
Today was the date that was set for trials in each of these files. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, Ms. Falter's license is expired, and she has, according to the city attorney, a couple of suspensions. One of them is in this court. I couldn't find it though. It's alleged it's from 2005, so it's not showing up on the register of actions. But I wanted to figure out how much she owes on that. And then she has a Eaton County matter, which is she has a court date set. So for those reasons, we would ask for a 30-day adjournment to see how she can, if she can clear those suspensions. And then she'll have to renew her license.
August 29th at 9 a.m. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, no offense.
Anything from you, Ms. O'Boyle?
No, not on this matter, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on August 29th at 9 a.m., Ms. Walter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a blessed day.
Same to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, there's that. One's out there.
No, I was looking for Julian Poole because I can't go. I don't have.
Colonel not to be able to appear for show cause of picture one. And be able to appear for show cause. Five, be able to appear for show cause. Good morning. What's your name, sir?
Stephen Bechtel.
Do you need to speak to a minute?
No, Your Honor, I'm ready.
Okay. We're on the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Stephen Bechtel, file numbers 18L24063332, 18-06358, 18-07453, and 18L240133. Council appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Stephen Bechtel Jr., who is appearing by Zoom.
Today's date that was set for pre-trials in each of these files. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, there is an offer with the improper plates. The city would be willing to dismiss it if it were it was fixed. Also willing to amend failure to stop at the scene of a property damage accident to careless driving, the OWI to impaired. I'm not sure about the unlicensed portion, but at this time, I've communicated the offer to Mr. Bechtel. He would like time to consider it, so we would like this set for approval.
July 18th at 10. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Bechtel?
I was supposed to be able to speak with the public defender for a minute.
Okay, okay, I can put you in a private meeting room with her.
Okay.
He is a junior. Where is he from? What's the date of birth? Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Stephen Porter.
I should be good to go.
Mr. Porter, we need your fingerprints.
What?
We need your fingerprints.
Ooh. How would I do that? Just go down.
You need to come in person. Can you come today?
Yeah, I could.
Okay, yeah, you need to come in and get these fingerprints taken care of because you should have gotten them done a while ago. I'm inclined to believe that we reminded you of this before.
It might have been in the paperwork. I might have just overlooked it. That's sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, you'll come to City Hall and you'll go to the police department to get your
The same place
fingerprints, okay?
the same place that I paid the ticket, right?
You'll come to the same building, but you'll go to the first floor. You'll go in the police department entrance, which is on the first floor, okay?
Okay.
And what time do you think you'll be here for that today?
Right after this.
Very good. For the record in the matter, the people of the city of Lansing versus Stephen Dwayne Porter, file number, and that's Stephen Dwayne Porter the second, file number
Yeah.
21-02811, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of Defendant Stephen Porter, who is appearing by Zoom.
Thank you. Today's the date set for pretrial. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, at this time, I don't believe that there is any outstanding suspensions for Mr. Porter, though Ms. O'Boyle emailed me that she still saw one on the he had a no insurance or a civil infraction for no proof of insurance. It wasn't a default judgment, but it's my understanding Mr. Porter paid that off. I don't see anything on the register actions showing that it's suspending his license currently. So my understanding is he has a valid license.
If he has a valid license, what was the offer?
If the license is valid, it was an offer to dismiss.
How about this? We'll let him come down here and get fingerprinted. We'll pull his driving record and see what's going on there, okay?
Your Honor, when he has taken care of it, can he come back like this afternoon, like come back to Zoom, or are we gonna take care of it off the record?
He's gonna be in the building anyways. He doesn't need to go on Zoom.
Okay.
But I'll get his driving record pulled and see what's going on there.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Porter, you should head down this way and then we'll address this ticket when you are here, okay?
All right, sounds good. Am I coming to see you specifically?
You're gonna come to see me and you're gonna see the police today. So you're gonna see both of us.
Okay.
Okay. Your
Um.
attorney is here as well.
Okay.
Person.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay,
I'm gonna head that way.
thank you.
Thank you.
I know I had a note in there about something. Waiting.
Mr. Bechtel,
Yes.
you were all set, sir.
Okay, I didn't know what happened. Oh, all right.
Michelle, can you hear me?
Okay, now I can. I couldn't hear anything at first.
All right, great. Thank you for emailing me the substance abuse assessment. I got it. I sent it on to the city prosecutor, so we have this adjourned until next week at what time?
Oh.
10? 10 o'clock. We'll be back here on Zoom and hopefully we'll have an offer that we considered it, okay?
Is that on the 18th or?
Yep, 18th.
Okay, 18th at 9:30.
Not, you said 10? 10 o'clock.
Oh, 18th at 10 a.m. Okay, sounds good. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yep, and you're good. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Good morning, this is Douglas. Aubrey?
Yes, sir, it is. How are you?
I'm good. Do you have an attorney, sir?
I don't think I need one for this one.
Okay, Ms. O'Boyle, are you there?
Huh?
I'm here.
Put the two of you in a private meeting room.
Okay, thank you.
So Boyle, were you all set with Mr. Aubrey?
I am.
Were you able to come to a resolution or?
He advised that he contracted COVID and was requesting an additional 2 weeks to try to get his driver's license, and the city does not oppose such an adjournment.
What'd you say?
Just updating the court on our discussion.
I'm sorry. Man, our times just change. This technology, man. I'm just looking at your background, I'm like,
Mr. Aubrey? You're muted, sir. Yeah, you're still muted.
mute. Hello?
Mm.
Mr. Aubrey, your case has been reset to July 25th at 9:30 a.m. You can appear via Zoom the same way you did today.
Okay, July 25th at
9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
To be wake up, nigga.
Wake up, nigga.
Allah. I don't know, my fucking phone ain't working.
Hello,
Hello?
I can't see you.
I can't get my camera to go on. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
I hear in
I don't
the
either.
echo
Okay, what's your name?
of Troy Baylet.
Okay, you need to come in person.
Ma'am, I can't come in person today.
Oh no, today was your court date, and if you read the instructions that was sent to you on a blue sheet, it very clearly states that you needed to be able to have a working connection and a device. I can't see you. I can't proceed on a criminal matter.
Ma'am, I hear you though. I don't know why y'all can't see me.
I don't know why I can't see you either, but if I can't see you, you got to come in person.
Man, I got no way to get in there. And every time I keep trying to put the camera on, it's foggy. You see what I'm saying? It be flashing on me.
I recognize that, sir, but I'm not IT. I can't navigate whatever your technical issue is. But you knew you had a court date today, so it's your responsibility to be here, and I have to be able to see you, okay?
Y'all can't give me tomorrow. Tomorrow, I got no way to get there.
Judge Buchanan, and they set up for a jury trial for September 19th. He said that.
Hello? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't get there, and I can't see her. My camera ain't going on. Your Honor, y'all can hear me?
1 second, sir.
All right, I'm sorry.
You're in the main system.
Wait, what?
Sir, did you appear before Judge Buchanan today?
Yeah, I spoke with her.
You spoke with Judge Buchanan?
Yeah, she saw me fine. So I don't know why I can't be seen now.
What's your case number that you're calling in for now?
Oh, let me get my paper. Hold on. 332200225901.
What's your case number?
Oh, my case number. Oh, 19-0. Wait, hold on. I think I'm reading it wrong. Where the fuck I put this? Hold on. Oh, is that the 222 number?
Does it say case number on it?
Yeah, 22-01469-SM.
Okay, you're before Judge Buchanan on that matter, and she set it for a jury trial, so you need to appear in person on September, what day is 19th.
They can't even tell me that. All right, but what time?
8 a.m.
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're fine, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you ready to answer the bikes?
Yes.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Antoinette Marie Bikes, file number 21-03310, and file number 21L2693522. Can I have your appearance, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Antoinette Bikes, who is appearing by Zoom.
Okay, today was the date that was set for pretrial. This matter was reset to allow Ms. Bikes to handle something out of Tennessee. Looks like there was an offer from the city that if the defendant pays off the balance of $200 due to Tennessee, the city would dismiss on this file. How are we proceeding at this time?
Your Honor, Ms. Bikes reports that her health has not been so good. She spent a bad weekend in the hospital. She was at a doctor's appointment just this moment before she went on Zoom. She's gonna need surgery at U of M. She still intends to pay it off. She says she has the money. She just didn't have it, before right now. So her plan is to get a money order today and send it off to Tennessee. With that, Your Honor, we would just be requesting a short adjournment to give her time to do that.
Said she's gonna get a money order when?
Today.
Okay, give me two. We can do July 25th at 9 a.m. July 25th at 9 a.m. Ms. Bikes, do you have any questions today?
Oh,
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
have a good day.
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
None for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You have a good day as well.
All right, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Cortez.
Good morning.
Okay, I did see your client log in as well.
I see him right there.
Okay, very good. All right, are you ready to proceed or did you need to speak with the city attorney?
No, if I could speak with my client just for about 2 minutes, then we'll be ready to go.
we ready to proceed?
Can I have 1 minute now to talk to the prosecutor, Your Honor?
Oh.
Thanks.
Move you to room 2.
Okay.
Ja waretse nkaguhamagara ko ari ubwo rugo yiyoberera ariko mu rukiko
Okay, are we ready?
We are ready now, Your Honor. Thank you.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Theophil Twizzeri, file number 22L2719741 and 742, council appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Jeffrey Cordes on behalf of Mr. Twizer.
Today's the date that's set for a pre-trial on both matters. Looks like we adjourn this to allow Mr. Twizzeri to get valid license. How are we proceeding at this time?
Your Honor, at this time, the city is moving to amend the failure to display to a allowing a suspended person to operate and amending the speeding ticket to an impeding traffic.
And my client is going to take advantage of that offer today, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Twizzeri, if you can unmute your device, please. Okay, the offer from the people is to amend the failure to display a license to allowing a suspended person to operate. And then as to the speeding 1 to 5, to amend that to impeding. The allowing the suspended person to operate is a misdemeanor. Did you want to plead guilty to that today?
Yes.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Twizzeri, you are represented by Mr. Cortez and you are here today for a pretrial, but in the license matter, you have the right to proceed to a trial in this matter, and you have the right to have a jury trial. At the time of trial, you have the right to have the city prove each element of the charge being brought against you. They have to prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand your trial rights, sir?
Yes.
At the time of trial, you have the right to question any witness that the city intends to call. You have the right to call your own witness or present evidence you believe would prove a defense to the charge. You have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used to prove your guilt. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, and the city has to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. In order to plead guilty to the amended charge of allowing a suspended person, you would have to give up all of those rights, sir. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you want to give up each of those rights today?
Yes.
Anybody threatening you to get you to give those rights up?
No.
Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? Because it seems like your attorney needs to either shake or nod before you can respond. Sir?
Nope.
Mr. Twizzeri, I'm talking to Mr. Twizzeri.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying, sir?
Yes.
Okay, And are you answering in the way you want to answer, or are you answering because your attorney is shaking or nodding his head?
No, I want to answer.
Okay. Okay. Is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No,
Okay. Anybody promising you anything to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
no,
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
yes,
Okay. As to the charge of allowing a suspended person to operate under MCL 257.9042, how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
guilty.
Can I have a factual basis, please, counsel?
I thank you. Your Honor, let me on or about hold on, well, I'm trying to, okay, I think I found the right one here. On or about February 3rd of this year, Mr. Twizier, did you allow an unlicensed person to operate a motor vehicle on around 1110 Parsons?
Okay, citation that I have in my file says it was April 27th, 2022, not February. Is that the citation you have?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Excuse me, Your Honor. I've got a few of these that. What's the date on yours?
Mine says April 27th, 2022 at approximately 3:06 p.m.
Oh, I don't have a copy of that citation.
Okay, well, that changes things. Now, you need to have a copy of the discovery before you can properly advise your client. And so, am I correct that my citation says it was April 27th at 3:06 p.m.?
It is, Your Honor, and I showed that discovery was sent in mid-May.
No, I have it. It wasn't with my others because we agreed on this after some other cases. So I have it now, Your Honor.
Proceed with your factual basis.
Thank you. So Mr. Twizier, on April 27th, 2022, upon South Washington at or near Hazel Street in the city of Lansing, County of Ingham, did you allow an unlicensed person to operate a vehicle, namely you?
Yes,
And at that time and location, did you in some way impede traffic?
yes,
Okay. All right.
Any questions from you, Ms. O'Boyle?
No, Your Honor, the city is satisfied with the factual basis on the record.
Okay, and I can't recall, we said that this happened in South Washington, Hazel Street?
Yes.
Mr. Twizier? Mr. Twizier?
yes,
Is that in the city of Lansing, Ingham County?
yes,
Okay. I'm satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. If I get plea, we make freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Are you currently employed, sir?
no,
I'm sorry?
no,
Okay, on the impeding traffic that you accept the responsibility to, the fine is $125. As to the allowing a suspended person, Your fine will be $200. When can you make payment? I can get you on a payment plan, sir. Mr. Frazier, when are you gonna make payments?
In 2 days.
Okay, the total is $325. Are you paying the full $325 in 2 days? What are you paying in 2 days?
Can you pay $50 in 2 days?
Yes.
Okay, and when are you gonna make the next payment and how much will it be? Mr. Truesdale, do you understand my question?
Yes.
When are you gonna make your next payment after the next 2 days? What date?
Next week.
And you're gonna pay another $50?
Yes.
Okay, are you gonna pay $50 each week until paid in full?
Yes.
Okay, do you know how to make a payment online?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
No.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing for
Okay,
this.
you're all set, Mr. Thank you, Ms. O'Good. Mr. Frazier, you're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Cortez. Good morning. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Sean Bearden, file number 22-015340M, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Sean Bearden, who is standing to my right.
Okay, and today's the date that was set for a pretrial. We adjourned this matter previously to allow the defendant to be screened for eligibility to the drug court. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, that was Ms. O'Boyle's suggestion, was that perhaps getting Mr. Bearden screened for drug court. At this time, Mr. Bearden is not looking for a term of probation, and without any further offer, we would have this set for a final pretrial and jury trial. If at all possible, Mr. Bearden lives in Charlotte right now, and he relies on other people to get him a ride. So if the court would allow 3 to 4 weeks or 4 weeks to give him time That would be our only request. Thank you.
4 weeks for what?
Final pretrial and then in final pretrial, at least 4 weeks from now for the final pretrial and jury trial to get some time to arrange those rights. And time off.
Okay, well. Looks like the only witness on here is an officer. Is that correct, Ms. O'Boyle?
I believe so, Your Honor, but I'll double check really quickly.
I'm not gonna hold the final pre-trial for that. I'll just set it for trial. August 1st at 8:15. August 1st at 8:15. That's in person, okay? I will not be taking any pleas on the date of August 1st. You understand that?
You understand. She won't be taking pleas that morning.
So if you're gonna negotiate anything, do it before then. The date of, we won't be
Yes, sir.
negotiating anymore. You have any questions, sir? Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Your Honor, I'll only note, it is news to me that, Mr. Bearden was declining on, getting screened for potential sobriety or drug court. The offer in this case would only simply be to plead to the charge with a Killebrew agreement to no upfront jail.
Any additional matters for you?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, sir. We'll see you on August 1st. You're welcome. We'll get you a copy of your notice. Sir, you're here with Billy Malcolm.
Yes, Your Honor.
You ready to proceed?
I think so, Your Honor. Well, actually, I may need a minute with the assistant city attorney.
Okay.
So
You
I
want to
can
get logs in?
I can do that, Your Honor. If you're, I don't mind just hopping downstairs if you're in your office, Ms. O'Boyle, but otherwise, I'm more than happy to just log in and then ask for a breakout.
Okay, I have Mr. Mandujano. Is that your client? Can you speak?
Yes, Your Honor, I do need to speak with him.
Okay, very good. He needs fingerprints.
Okay.
Thank you. You have time now.
Your Honor, I can come upstairs.
Here, you want me to log in?
I'm muted. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Ms. O'Boyle, he has a question.
Would you like me to come downstairs and see you, or would you prefer I log in and get a breakout room?
I'll just come up to you.
Oh, okay. I'll wait for you up here. Thank you.
Ms. O'Boyle, are you there? Is Ms. Donnelly there? Or did she leave?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Oh, she might be in a breakout room. Mr. Porter has made it to the building. I have a copy of his driving record. It says that it's valid, so I'm not sure what you were referencing.
The one that we had pulled, it was as of July 5th. It was still showing a suspension due to the insurance ticket. Perhaps, over the past week, maybe that has changed. Maybe he paid it recently.
Paid it Wednesday. He paid it on Wednesday.
That would explain it.
Okay. So are you moving to dismiss on this one?
I am agreeable to that, Your Honor.
Okay, this case will be dismissed. You're all set, sir. Have a good one.
You too. Yes.
I thought, they're in the private meeting room. Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Eduardo Mandujano, file number 22-004070D. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
The Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Eduardo Mandujano, who is appearing by video.
Okay, this matter was reset to allow Mr. Mandujano to complete an assessment for Crystal Ray. We also still don't have fingerprints. Mr. Mandujano, why didn't you come get your fingerprints done?
Wednesday, I could go Wednesday.
No, I'm asking you why you didn't do it, because we told you multiple times to get it done.
I wasn't sure. I thought maybe though maybe
Sorry?
when I first went, I wasn't sure about that.
You wasn't sure about what?
I wasn't sure about the fingerprint, but when I first went, I didn't get it mentioned. I wasn't. I was new to it. New to that. I didn't know.
Okay. Okay, you need to get your fingerprints done by Wednesday, or else I'm gonna have to issue a bench warrant, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Was there an offer on this?
Not yet, Your Honor. I just got this case, obviously, from Mr. Keithley. It's my understanding that we have been waiting for a substance abuse assessment from Crystal Ray, probably for over a month. I don't know exactly the situation with it. Mr. Mandujano says that he got the assessment, but he's not sure exactly what's happening. So I've instructed him how to get his fingerprints done. I've told him that he needs to contact Crystal Ray and let me know what we can. I expect there should be a substance abuse assessment, Your Honor. I just don't have it.
Okay, yeah, it looks like we've been waiting for this since March.
Okay.
And in April, we still were waiting. Then May came, and we still were waiting. And I think the issue, May 23rd, was that there needed to be a HIPAA waiver completed. Okay. Was that completed? Because it's July now.
He was talking about the HIPAA waiver yes, he mentioned something about that. I'm not exactly sure what.
Mr. Mandujano, did you complete the HIPAA waiver so that your attorney can get a copy of the assessment?
Yeah, like what I mentioned to her when I first went. I had they told me about everything, the classes, and then I talked to the counselor, and I told her about everything, and then she just pretty much told me how she could help me in that. So she didn't know about the HIP. I didn't know about the HIPAA waiver, or I guess she didn't know about it because we let that the counselor.
Okay, well, we told you in May 23rd, and your attorney told you, because I put a note in here on the file, and we also told you on the record, that you were supposed to sign a HIPAA waiver so that they can get a copy of this assessment that you said you had done in March.
Well, I didn't hear about I didn't know about the HIPAA waiver till after.
Mr. Mandujano, I'm going to interrupt you right there because I don't want you to keep rambling on. Okay, so the question is, because you mentioned something about this HIPAA waiver and that and someone asked you if they could sign on your permission. So did someone talk to you about that HIPAA waiver and ask you to sign it or sign it with your permission?
Yeah, and I said yes. On the voice, to sign on the voice.
Do you remember when that was?
That was and either it was in March or
Okay, I'm setting this for final pretrial and a jury trial. Witnesses are not required for the final pretrial, Ms. O'Boyle.
Thank you.
Final trial, July 25th at 8:15. And jury trial, August 8th. Okay, so your final pretrial is gonna be July 25th at 8:15 in person at the court, okay, Mr. Mandujano?
Okay,
And then if we don't have this resolved by then you'll move forward to your jury trial date, which is August 8th at 8:15. Do you have any questions?
no,
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing but Mr. Manuhano, come and take care of your fingerprints by Wednesday.
yeah,
Okay, you're all set, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Nagle, are you ready on this? No.
We are, yes, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Billy Joe Malcolm, file number 21-03145, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel on behalf of Ms. Malcolm. Ms. Malcolm is present over Zoom.
Today was the date that was set for a pre-trial. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to speak to the city attorney on this matter. There was an offer to reduce count 1 to impaired driving and to reduce count 2 to careless civil infraction. I've had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Malcolm about that offer, and it is her intention to accept that and move forward with the plea this morning.
Count 2 is being reduced to what?
Careless driving.
Okay, did you? I'm assuming you just got the offer today.
That's correct, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so has your client had sufficient time to think about the offer?
We spoke about it, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Malcolm, do you want to accept the offer that was just stated on the record?
Yes, I am.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down, ma'am. The offer is to amend count 1 to impaired driving and to amend count 2 to careless. You have the right in this file to proceed to a trial. You have the right to have a jury trial. At the time of trial, you have the right to remain silent, not have silence be used against you. You have the right to be presumed innocent at trial, and you have the right to have the prosecution prove each element of the charged being, or the charges being brought against you, and they have to prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to question or cross-examine any of the witnesses that the prosecution intends to call. Then you have the right to call your own witnesses or present evidence that you believe would further defense to the charge. If you want to accept the plea today, you would have to give up each of those rights. Do you understand that? Can you speak up for me, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you're willing to give up those rights today to plead guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anybody made any promises to you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No,
Has anybody threatened you at all to get you to plead guilty?
no,
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
yes,
Careless driving is a civil infraction. As to count 2 amended to careless driving, you would either plead responsible or non-responsible. How do you plead?
responsible.
And as to the amended charge of impaired driving, you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
On a factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Malcolm, I'm going to take you back to the night of September 6, 2021. On that night, you were approached by a officer in the area of Pleasant Grove, and this is in Lansing, Michigan. Is that right?
Yes,
And you were walking on the side of the road because you had run your vehicle up against a curb and struck 2 mailboxes. Is that correct?
yes,
And prior to getting behind the wheel, you had consumed alcohol, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
And Pleasant Grove in the city of Lansing, that is a road that is accessible to the public, is that right?
Yes,
When the police officer approached you, he asked you about the vehicle and put you through some roadside tests to determine whether or not you had been drinking, is that right?
yes,
And you agreed to a roadside breath test, and the result of that roadside breath test was a 0.165. Does that sound right?
yes,
And you consented to a blood draw, is that correct?
yes,
And the result of that blood draw was a 0.142 grams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood, is that correct?
yes.
Your Honor, I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Mr. Boyle,
Your Honor, the city is satisfied with the factual basis on the record.
Malcolm is 3434 Pleasant Grove in Ingham County. Ms. Malcolm?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, thank you. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. This matter will be set for sentencing. Sentencing is going to be Monday, August 29th, 2022 at 8:30 in the morning. Prior to sentencing, ma'am, you need to meet with probation so they can provide the court with the pre-sentence report and recommendation. If you've already undergone a substance abuse assessment, which my notes indicate that you did, that needs to be forwarded to probation so that they don't order you to pay for a new assessment, okay?
Mhm. Okay,
You need to report to the probation department in person within the next 48 hours so they can schedule your pre-sentence interview, okay?
yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're all set, Ms. Malcolm.
Thank you. Have a good day.
No, I am ready with Mariah Plus.
Okay, Mariah Palacio, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Mariah Palacio, file number 22-01091, council appearance.
Morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant, Mariah Palacio, who's appearing by Zoom.
Thank you. Today was the date that was set for a pre-trial. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, last time we were here, Ms. Palacio had an appointment with the Secretary of State to, I can't remember if it was to renew or apply for a license. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but when she went to the Secretary of State, they would not accept a copy of her birth certificate. Her plan was she needs to go to the vital records and order one and then return back to the Secretary of State. So I'd be requesting another 30-day adjournment.
August 29th at 9 a.m.
You said August 29th
That's correct.
at 10 a.m. Okay.
At 9 a.m.
Oh, 9 a.m. Okay.
Do you have any questions today, ma'am?
I do not.
Okay, any additional matters, council?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, thanks.
Okay, you're all set for today, Ms. Palacio.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who's on the iPhone that just joined?
Jamaica Barnes.
Okay, we'll put you in a private meeting room with your attorney. Have you heard from Dejan Jones?
No, I have not.
Okay, I'll issue a bench warrant. see Ellen Donahue.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Which matter are you here for?
I'm here to interpret for Mr. Ruben Telo Guzman.
Okay, Mr. Lixie, which matter are you here for?
Same one.
We need two interpreters on this matter. I don't see why we would need to interpret for a pre-trial. Mr. Boyle, are you there?
I am.
I'm just trying to understand any reason why we would need two interpreters on Guzman.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, I see where we requested one. I don't know how we ended up with two.
Judge, I'm not sure if this is the case, but Jeanette usually does the scheduling. I got requested about 5 days ago by Tina Smith because Jeanette was going to be out, but maybe she requested it before she was out and her substitute requested another one. I'm not quite sure what happened, but
That might have been what happened. I do see, well, I do see on July 1st where there was a request made by Sarah Harden and I think Tina Smith and Jeanette were both on that. So
I have an email from Jeanette on July 5th.
okay, well, I guess Mr. Lixie's got the first email, so we'll release you, Ms. Donahue.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Guzman?
Yeah,
Okay, we don't see you, sir.
no lo podemos ver, señor.
deme un momento.
One moment, please.
Yes. What's your name? Do you have an attorney, sir?
¿Usted tiene un abogado?
Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't for Mr. Guzman.
Oh, okay. Lo siento, no, la pregunta no fue para usted.
Mr. Guzman does have an attorney.
Okay.
Okay, he doesn't have an attorney. We can put Mr. Horn on it. Do you have a device with you, a telephone that you can log in?
No, my phone is actually messed up.
Okay, we'll get you on iPad, okay? I think we lost Mr. Guzman.
Thank you for joining us.
Are you representing him? Because we don't have him with an attorney.
Oh, yeah, I do. I represent, yeah.
Okay, maybe we don't have an appearance because he didn't know he had an attorney. We don't have an appearance.
Oh, he knows I'm his attorney. You recognize.
We
him
asked
on
him
from last week.
Thursday? He said, I don't got no attorney.
I don't know which.
She's not the prosecutor.
I don't know.
You gotta know before you start divulging your confidential information who you're talking to, okay? All right, are we ready on Ms. Barnes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Jamaica Barnes, found number 22-014670 OM. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Jamaica Barnes, who is appearing by video.
Okay, was the date that was reset for pretrial? Looks like when we were here 2 weeks ago, the offer was for Ms. Barnes to complete some diversion with 40 hours of community service, and you needed time to discuss. How do you want to proceed?
At this time, Your Honor, I have discussed with Ms. Barnes and gone over the court-approved agency list. She does want to accept the offer.
Okay, Ms. O'Boyle, I don't know if your offer indicated how much time she's supposed to take to do the 40 hours.
Typically, Your Honor, the agreement we have drafted with the city is 90 days, which can be adjusted if there's extenuating circumstances.
Okay, Ms. Barnes, are you employed?
Yes, I am.
Can I have a date 90 days out? October 17th at 9 a.m.
October 17th at 9 a.m. Okay.
Okay, so you should have completed and turned in your hours by that time, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
Your Honor, can I just clarify that the offer was for the city's diversion program, which typically entails dismissing upfront, and then charges could potentially be reissued if the community service is not completed.
That you wouldn't need to make a motion to dismiss that.
That's fine, Your Honor.
It's written on the citation, so you don't need to do a nollie.
Yeah, just clarifying. I don't think we need a later date at this time, but the city would move to dismiss with the understanding that Ms. Barnes is going to enter into and sign the diversion agreement with the city attorney's office.
Okay, well, Ms. Barnes, you'll need to speak to your attorney about how you get that signed, but the case is dismissed, okay? Ms. Barnes?
Yes.
Yeah, I think your phone froze for a minute there. Did you hear what I stated?
Can you say it again, please?
Yes, the city is moving to dismiss the case now. You'll need to work with your attorney to get the diversion agreement signed, and then you'll tender your hours to them. If you don't get it completed within the next or 90 days or whatever time frame they're granting you, they will or have the right to reissue the charge, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set then, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Okay, Mr. Goodman is back, and he does have an interpreter. Should you speak to him?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Does Mr. Moore have an attorney?
No, he was denied.
Mr. Moore, looks like you were denied court-appointed counsel on these. You're muted, sir, so we can't hear you.
You said I didn't have a court appointed lawyer?
Not on these files. The city, the public defender says you've been denied.
Man, this is crazy. I just finally got a lawyer for the last one. And I don't know. I
Oh,
don't,
you mean for the felony, that is?
yeah,
Okay, do you see that he has an attorney for the felony?
they ain't even have him call me yet, but they told me that my
What's your
paperwork,
attorney, what's your attorney's name?
they never told me. They said my paperwork was done and it went to another department or some office and that they'll be contacting me and I haven't received
Ms.
contact from
Donnelly?
them. Huh?
You're muted, Miss Donnelly.
Yes, I know, Your Honor. It's my understanding that it was conflicted out.
Okay, so then he would need to probably resubmit for these because he should be eligible on these files then as well.
I'm not exactly sure. Yes, I do believe it could have been about, yeah, we didn't receive documents that were new enough. So on these files, so yes, he could reapply.
Okay, so I will have him hang on until you're free and then you can help get whatever he needs for these files, okay?
All right.
Okay, Mr. Lixie is in room 3 and I'm gonna put Mr. Guzman in room 3.
Mr. Lixie is here.
So I was just waiting to maybe help him accept the invitation if he needed some help. I saw he was still here. So, I think he left.
He's in there now.
Okay. Okay.
He's in there now, okay.
I ain't have a lawyer for this one. You talking about I ain't have a lawyer for.
Be seated. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ruben Guzman. File number 22-01411, council appearance.
Hemos iniciado la sesión en el caso de la ciudad de Lansing contra Rubén Guzmán, caso 2022-2201-441 preséntense, abogados.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle, appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Buenos días, su señoría. Amanda Boyle, compareciendo a favor de la ciudad de Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of Ruben Guzman, who is appearing by Zoom.
Y Sarah Donnelly de la Defensoría Pública a favor del señor Guzmán, quien está compareciendo por Zoom.
Today's the date and time set for a pretrial.
Hoy es la hora y día programados para una audiencia antes del juicio.
Okay, let me swear Mr. Lixie in. Do you raise your right hand, Mr. Lixie? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will interpret in the matter now before the court fully and confidentially and not divulge confidential communication? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. How are we proceeding on this matter?
Your Honor,
¿Qué
at
vamos a
this
hacer con este
time-
caso?
Your Honor, at this time, there is no offer from the city attorney. Mr. Guzman would like to plead as charged.
Es por el momento, no hay, en este momento no hay ninguna oferta de la fiscalía, entonces el señor Guzmán le gustaría declararse con el cargo actual.
Mr. Guzman, is that correct?
Señor Guzmán, ¿es así?
Sí, es correcto.
Yes, that's correct.
Can you raise your right hand?
¿Podría levantar su mano derecha?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
¿Usted jura, afirma que el testimonio que usted está por dar será la verdad y nada más que la verdad bajo pena de perjurio?
Sí,
Yes.
Thank you. You can put your hand down.
Gracias. Puede bajar la mano.
Mr. Guzman, you have the right to have a trial in this matter.
Señor Guzmán, usted tiene derecho a ir a un juicio en este caso.
And you have the right at the time of trial to be presumed innocent.
Y en un juicio usted tiene derecho de la presunción de inocencia.
You have the right to have the city bring evidence.
Usted tiene derecho a obligar a la ciudad a presentar pruebas.
And they would have to prove each element of the charge beyond a reasonable doubt.
Y ellos tendrían que comprobar cada elemento del cargo más allá de una duda razonable.
You have the right to question any of the witnesses they call.
Y usted tendría el derecho a interrogar cualquier testigo que ellos llamen.
You have the right to call your own witnesses.
Y usted tendría derecho a llamar sus propios testigos.
And you have the right to present any evidence you believe would further a defense.
Y usted tendría derecho a presentar cualquier prueba que ayudaría a su defensa.
You also have the right to remain silent at trial.
También tendría el derecho de permanecer callado durante un juicio.
And not have silence be used against you.
Y su silencio no se utilizaría en su contra.
In order to plead to the charge, you would have to give up those rights.
Para declararse culpable al cargo actual, usted tendría que renunciar a aquellos derechos.
Failure to stop and identify after a property damage accident
No pararse ni identificarse después de un accidente que resultó en daños.
is a misdemeanor.
Es un delito leve.
The penalty is 90-day suspension
La pena máxima es la suspensión de 90 días
and 6 points on your driving record.
y 6 puntos en su historial de manejo.
Do you understand that, sir?
¿Usted entiende eso, señor?
sí.
Yes.
You wish to waive your rights today to plead guilty.
¿Usted quiere renunciar sus derechos hoy para poder declararse culpable?
Sí,
Yes.
Is anybody promising you anything to get you to plead guilty?
¿Alguien le está prometiendo algo para que usted se declare culpable?
no,
No.
Is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
¿Alguien le ha amenazado para que usted renuncie a sus derechos y para que usted se declare culpable?
no,
No.
Are you pleading guilty, sir, because you believe you are guilty?
¿Usted está declarándose culpable porque usted de verdad cree que es culpable?
sí.
Yes.
as to fail to stop an ID after property damage accident. How do you plead?
Al cargo de no parar ni identificarse después de un accidente que resultó en daños, ¿cómo se declara usted?
Culpable.
Guilty.
On a factual basis.
Thank
El
you, Your Honor.
fundamento.
Mr.
Confieso,
Guzman,
señoría.
on May 21st, 2022, were you operating a vehicle upon South Martin Luther King Boulevard?
Señor Guzmán, el 21 de mayo 2022, usted estaba manejando un vehículo en la calle sur del Martin Luther King.
Sí,
Yes.
And is that in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan?
Y eso fue dentro de la ciudad de Lansing, el condado de Ingham y el estado de Michigan.
sí.
Yes.
And at that time, did you hit someone else with your truck?
Y en ese momento usted chocó con alguien en su camioneta.
Sí,
Yes.
And did you fail to stop or identify after that accident?
Y es cierto que usted ni paró ni se identificó después del accidente.
no, no me paré.
And I didn't stop.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Any questions, Mr. Boyle?
No tengo más preguntas. ¿Alguna pregunta, señora Boyle?
No.
No.
Side with the factual basis and I'll accept your plea.
Estoy satisfecha con el fundamento y voy a aceptar su declaración.
I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently.
He determinado que usted se ha declarado libremente, voluntariamente y con conocimiento de la causa.
Did you want to make out with Bishop?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now your fine is $100. When can you make payment?
Su multa va a ser de $100. ¿Cuándo lo puede pagar?
Lo más rápido posible.
As soon as possible.
I need a date.
Tiene que darme una fecha para cuándo la puede pagar.
No sé si lo pueda mandar por correspondencia, lo tengo que ir a pagar al City Hall, no sé bien.
Can I mail it in or do I have to go down to City Hall or?
You can pay online, you can mail it in, or you can come in person.
Usted puede pagar en línea, puede enviarlo por correo o puede pagar en persona.
¿En 2 semanas?
2 weeks?
Okay, I'll put that he'll make payment within 2 weeks. If he needs an extension, he's gonna need to call the court before that deadline, okay?
Les voy a poner que usted tiene 2 semanas para pagar. Si usted necesita más tiempo, usted tiene que llamar al juzgado para pedir más tiempo antes de fecha límite. ¿Ok?
Ok.
Do you have any questions?
¿Alguna pregunta?
No.
No.
Any other matters, counsel?
¿Algo más, abogadas?
No, Your Honor.
No sé, señoría.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. You're
No
all
sé,
set, Mr.
señoría.
Guzman.
Gracias. Eso es todo, señor Guzmán. Gracias.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lindsay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, what are we doing with Mr. Horn?
I need to speak with him briefly.
Okay, and then you'll also speak with Mr. Moore.
Mr. Moore, yep.
on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Kavon Horn. File number is 22-00505. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Quavon Horn, who is standing to my right.
Today's the date that's set for a pretrial. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, at this time, there is no offer from the city attorney. Mr. Horn would like to plead discharged.
That's correct, Mr. Horn. Okay, you haven't completed a rights of rights.
Go ahead and sign and print your name and put your address.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? Okay, you can put your hand down, sir. I have an advice of rights and plea information sheet here. It has a signature. That's your signature, sir. Can I put today's date on this for you? Did you read this document? You understand each of the rights listed there? Do you have any questions about these rights? You have the right to proceed to trial in this matter. At the time of trial, you have the right to be presumed innocent. You have the right to have the city bring sufficient evidence to prove each element of the charge being brought against you. You have to prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to question or cross-examine any of the witnesses they intend to call. You have the right to call your own witnesses or present evidence you believe would further defense to the charge. You have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. In order to plead guilty, you have to give up all of those rights. Do you understand that? You want to give those rights up today, sir? Is anybody promising you anything to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty? Is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your right to plead guilty? Are you pleading guilty to the charge because you believe you're guilty? You understand that this is a misdemeanor, that penalties include a 90-day suspension from the Secretary of State and 6 points. Okay, you still want to waive your rights and plead guilty? As to the charge of failure to stop an ID after property damage accident, how do you plead? On a factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Horn, on February 19th of this year, 2022, were you operating a vehicle upon Glen Burn at or near Chadford in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan? And at that time and place, did you get into an automobile accident with another vehicle? And that wasn't your fault, right? All right, but you didn't stay and identify after that accident, correct? And did you, when you returned home, correct? Did you call the police then? All right, Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Any questions, Ms. O'Boyle?
The city has no additional questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Your fine is going to be $100. Can you pay today? Okay, we'll get you to the window and then you'll be all set. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
No, for defense, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then Mr. Moore, Ms. Donnelly will be with you in just a moment. And we can get you a new date for him, actually. July 18th at 10. July 18th at 10. Okay. Mr. Moore, we're going to reset these matters for July 18th at 10. Ms. Donnelly is going to meet with you in this private meeting room to make sure that these two files have what they need to resubmit your application for public defender on these, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. No problem. I think that's all I have for you, Ms. O'Boyle. We bench warranted Mr. Donnelly, and who else did not appear?
Jones, Deshaun Jones.
Yes, both, a bench warrant was issued for both.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. I'll see you this afternoon.